Bluetooth versus non-Bluetooth DJ controllers. Which one is better for Djay Pro? In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up each type of controller, what their advantages and what their disadvantages are. So to set up a Bluetooth controller, the first thing that you're going to have to do is connect it to the iPad. So with this Bluetooth controller, although it is Bluetooth and it's advertised as a wireless controller, it's going to be needed to power by USB-C. So you're either going to have to plug it into the wall with a USB-C charger, or if you have a good portable battery pack like this, if you're doing like a gig at the beach or something, definitely test out your battery pack before you go do a paid gig, because I've had some of them work for a little bit, then turn off, and I've had some of them work really well. So let's just do it if we were plugging it into the wall. So we're going to plug it in like this. And now it lights up, and you may think that it is connected, but it is not connected. So with Djay Pro, they made it really easy for us to connect a Bluetooth controller with a lot less steps that we'll have to take. So we just press the middle button here, and if you're in modes, you will see this symbol right here, kind of like a controller symbol, and then we'll press it, connect Bluetooth controller, and then you're going to find the controller that you're trying to connect. In this case, we're connecting the DJ Control Mix. So we press it, and it is connected, ready to go. So now we could start DJing. But when you DJ, yeah, you could use the speakers on your iPad. This is good if you're practicing or you're just mixing with some friends at your house and you don't need big speakers. But eventually, you're going to want to connect to professional DJ speakers. So if you want to go completely wireless like the Bluetooth controllers are advertised for, then you could connect into a Bluetooth controller. But this is one thing that I get the most comments on. Is there latency with a Bluetooth controller? With the controller, there is absolutely no latency. It is instant, no delay at all. Similar to if you were using Bluetooth video game controller. If you're playing Xbox or something, you know that the controllers are Bluetooth, but they have no latency, otherwise it'll mess up your game. So there's no latency in the controller, but if you want to go completely wireless and connect to a Bluetooth speaker, there will be very noticeable latency. Now you could still DJ, but you're going to have to go more towards visual cues than audio cues, so you're not going to be able to do fun stuff like scratching or beat matching. But you could do smooth mixes, echoes outs, backspins, stuff like that. You could keep the party going with Bluetooth, but it kind of ruins the fun of DJing. So if you're going to want to connect into a hardwired speaker, what you're going to have to do is get something like this. So if you're doing this on your phone, which you could DJ perfectly fine with your iPhone, you're going to need something like this because for some reason, Apple got rid of the audio jack. But if you're doing what we're doing and DJing with our iPad, we're going to need one of these. This lets you connect an audio jack or headphones into your iPad with USB-C. And the most important part is now we could charge the iPad. So we're going to plug this into here like this. Now, the biggest difference is you're going to be getting the audio from your iPad. With a hardwired controller, there is a built-in sound card, and the sound's going to come from the controller, and different controllers at different price points will have better and worse sound cards, but you could still get great audio coming straight from your iPad. Just make sure your connections are good and they don't pop out. So now what we're going to do is connect our audio with a regular aux cable like you'd use in your car, and then we'll connect it into our actual speaker. And now we are hardwired in. But the one problem is when you DJ, you're going to want to use headphones. So in order to use headphones, most Bluetooth controllers, or at least the Hercules ones, will come with one of these, which is a headphone splitter. So you just simply plug it in. And then now we're going to plug our audio into one, our headphones into another. And we have a setup with headphones, hardwired, with no delay. So one of the biggest disadvantages is you're going to need multiple adapters to connect into your iPad. The audio is going to be coming out of your iPad or your phone, So it's going to be a less reliable audio connection. And when you're DJing, audio connection is the most important part. Now let's connect our hardwired controller. This is the Numark DJ to go to touch. So it comes with a wire like this that plugs into the controller. And now we have one of these. But we cannot connect a regular USB-A, I think, into our iPad. So what we're going to need is an adapter like this. This allows us to put USB-A into USB-C and get one that has some extra ports so you could do multiple controllers at the same time, or even get one with HDMI so you could do video mixing, which I highly recommend if you're using Djay Pro. What we're going to do is plug this in, and you don't have to go in any settings at all when you're DJing with a hardwired controller because it instantly connected. And yes, you could use 2 or as many controllers as you want plugged in at the same time. So you could do something like use one controller for DJing and the other one for samples or the looper and stuff. You could really let your creativity run wild. And the biggest advantage of using a hardwired controller is now we have a built-in sound card. So to connect into our speakers, we could plug our audio cable into where it says main over here, and now we have a place to connect our headphones. So we're going to connect our headphones here, so now we can pre-cue with our headphones and have a stable audio connection. And again, obviously there's going to be no latency with the wired controller. So if you're asking yourself, if you're buying your first controller ever and you're only going to have one controller, I would definitely recommend going with a hardwired controller. And if you don't want to spend a lot of money, definitely go with this Numark one because it's a hardwired controller and you get the full audio control, and it's like less than $100. So even if you want to just DJ with just the iPad and use headphones, you're going to need to buy one of these adapters. But these controllers come with These controllers come either with an audio jack and an adapter, so it is a good investment. If you have multiple controllers and you just want one to use at small events, house parties, outdoor events like family parties, unpaid gigs, just hanging out with friends, then get a Bluetooth controller, but only if you have a main controller that you could use for gigs. Bluetooth controllers are more for fun, and this controller, they actually came out with a new one that's a lot more professional, and it is the Hercules Control Mix Ultra. And if you want to see my full review on this awesome new controller, check out this video over here.